What's up, bros? Now here we have the completed mock, which is Spider-Man's Hulkbuster. Well, technically the Iron Spider Hulkbuster, because that's what the color scheme of this Hulkbuster mech is based off of. Now, before we get into the features of this Spider-Man Hulkbuster, first I gotta explain something. So basically what I did to make this Hulkbuster mech is basically I took the original Lego Hulkbuster from the Avengers Age of Ultron sets that I got recently, and I kind of took it apart and I took a look at the mech frame and the insides of the build, and I copied the build and I basically upgraded the build and added like Spider-Man's color scheme, like blue, dark blue, red, dark red, and some gold to match the Iron Spider suit, and I basically ended up with this bad boy. And I think I should also show some of the upgrades. So for the original LEGO Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster, one thing that I really disliked about the build was the fact that, as you can see here, the legs, or like the ball joint right here that connects the legs to the torso of the Hulkbuster, as you can see here, there's a piece of the Technic pin that's sticking out, and even if you attach the legs, you can still clearly see the Technic pins that are sticking out on both sides. Now, I really didn't like that, so I decided for the Spider-Man Hulkbuster that I made, I would use a different piece. So instead of using the long dark gray piece that you just saw being used for the official LEGO Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster, I decided to use a brown version, which is shorter. And as you can see here, we can simply reattach the legs into the dark brown Technic pin, and the Technic pin isn't sticking out, as you can see here. Another thing that I didn't like about the official LEGO Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster is the fact that if we put the arms on both sides up and we take a look on the sides, we can clearly see Iron Man sitting inside the cockpit, and I thought that was really weird but totally understandable, because if LEGO actually added a bunch of armor on the sides, this mech would have more pieces and the set that this came in would probably cost more. So for my Hulkbuster, I decided to add some extra armor on the sides, well, both sides actually. Let me just remove the arms and we can take a closer look. As you can see here, there is some armor on the sides. We can actually remove this piece if you want, and you can take a closer look right here. You can take a closer look, and as you can see here, the Iron Spider minifigure in there sits in perfectly. There's a lot of armor on the sides to protect him. Close this up, and you can't see the Iron Spider minifigure. And another thing that I didn't like about the original LEGO Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster build, I'm complaining a lot, I know, but the thrusters on the back of the Hulkbuster were a little mid. I mean, you can just flip these out and these were the thrusters. I thought it was like the thrusters, we need more thrusters, and the entire back part is just kind of naked, honestly. So for the Iron Spider Hulkbuster, I decided to add a crap ton of thrusters in the back, and there's also this piece up here that I decided to add for some reason. I don't know why, but the feature for this is the fact that you can like add a minifigure, have him hold on to the back thruster if you want. And the final modification that I made for the Hulkbuster is basically the original Hulkbuster lacked armor. It lacked armor all around, which is totally understandable, because if you added armor, the Hulkbuster would be bigger, have more pieces, and it would cost more. I just added a crap ton of armor all around in extra areas, on like the bottom right here, even like on the knees, and all around, and on the top, on the back, on the sides, just about everywhere. I also added some thrusters on the back of the legs, because why the hell not? I can pop off the arms and you can take a closer look at the arm as well. It's pretty cool. We can twist these hands. These hands are pretty detailed in my opinion, and there's also a arc reactor right here, and you can also remove the arc reactor piece that's in the middle of the Hulkbuster. You can easily remove that and drop it on the floor, and then you can reattach it easily. One main problem with this Hulkbuster mech though is the fact that The arms of the mech are a little bit loose. As you can see here, if I hold on to the rest of the mech, move the arms, the top part right here, as you can see here, does move around a bit, so it is loose, and I didn't really do a good job of connecting the upper top part of the mech to the rest of the body. And that's basically it for this Spider-Man Hulkbuster. There's not much else to talk about. There aren't any hidden features or anything, honestly. But anyway, feel free to check out my other videos. I mostly make mocks and of course custom minifigures. Have a great day. See ya, bros.